Sarah. Yeah. You've seen one of these before. What's it called? Gethsemane.
Gethsemane.
Means an olive press.
Yes.
Yeah. And of course, that one, you would have a wooden post coming out. You would have a donkey walking around, grinding. You take that mush, you put it in baskets. You get a whole bunch of baskets, and then you're going to press it. What do you think this thing is for? It's part of an olive press, this tall white piece called an olive press. Oil was very important, olive oil, in Israel. And so you'll find these in many places you'll see just today.
Yeah. Now,
There you see
can
more.
you press anything else, or is it just used for olives?
Well, it's olives, but you know, grapes could be similar in that they do press apes. Usually you have a grape pit. You can walk on them actually, and you press out, you crush them in effect, and you press out the juice. We'll see one of those as well in Jerusalem.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Sarah. Great signage here now, which is wonderful. They didn't have this in the past, but there are things that need to be noticed while we're here. Look up on the Capitol. What do you see up there on the Capitol?
I know it's the Hanukkah.
Not Hanukkah, because Hanukkah is going to be how many candlesticks?
7.
8.
Or 8, yes.
8. This has 7, so it's a menorah.
Menorah. I'm getting better at the pronunciation.
Yeah, that's right.
Yay.
Okay, now,
Awesome.
over here, what do you see? It is something like, it has 2 wheels on it.
Oh, yeah,
It's a box like, it must be an ark.
So, is this similar to the ark where the Torah is kept?
That's exactly right, yeah. And so it's very possible that here, they purposely kept it in an ark with wheels so they could bring it to the part of the synagogue where everyone would stand up to honor the ark and be facing Jerusalem. All over the world you'll find that there are synagogues where when they stand and look at the Torah, they're facing Jerusalem. So they purposely do that, make it face Jerusalem in order to say that's where our heart is. So, and there are other things. As you walk down these, you'll see things that you may recognize. For example, little fruits. What kind of fruit?
Oh, that looks like a heart shape. Is that it?
It's kind of a heart shape. It's bigger than that. It's a pomegranate.
Oh, okay.
Why is a pomegranate such a symbol of Judaism? Here's the answer. They teach
The pomegranate?
that a pomegranate has a total of 613 seeds.
Is that true?
It's not true. It's not true.
I was gonna say,
no, it's
did
not
they
true.
open it and-
But
Okay.
it's 613 because the teaching is that there are 613 laws in the Torah.
Oh, okay.
And so, by the way, 365 of them are negative and the rest positive. So you have one negative one for every day. Of course, that list of 613 is also a made-up list. Someone went through and counted and said, I think there are 613 altogether. And so then the tradition of a pomegranate represents that. So yeah, so the pomegranate is also a biblical symbol because God actually commanded that the high priest's robe have the appearance of a pomegranate sewn onto the robe in certain color threads and so forth. And so it's very much tied to the nation. So we'll see this in many places. We'll see a pomegranate or we'll see grapes. Grapes, of course, are tied to the nation. And so these are common symbols. Also, palm leaves. Palm leaves used in many ways in Israel. In fact, right now, since it's Sukkot here, you're seeing palm leaves on top of tents or on tops of other little structures, tabernacles, and so you'll see those everywhere. Okay, let's see what else. There are the grapes. There are the grapes. Oh, the Star of David. Okay. Star of Solomon.
The Star of David one was better.
Well, it's the same thing. So interesting. They call it the Star of Solomon. I don't know why. So
The points.
what?
Two stars. This one's
5 points.
Yeah.
5, this one's 6.
Yeah.
5
Oh.
for Solomon.
Yeah, so I was like,
Solomon is
Oh.
5.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that was Solomon. That was David.
oh, so this is his ring?
That's what they're saying. 5-point star seal on the signet ring of King Solomon. I don't know about that. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Okay, well, we'll just mention Star of David here. Okay. And so you can see there are Jewish symbols on a lot of these pieces of stone that would have been in a synagogue, in this synagogue. And here we have the Star of David still on the flag of Israel. Yeah. Well, maybe those others should not be called pomegranates, but those clearly are. And with the grapes. So 2 symbols connected with Israel. And of course, you remember the 12 spies came back with what? Grapes. One of the things they brought back, yeah. And God, of course, commanded the pomegranates be sewn onto the high priest's robes. Yeah. And the Jews teach that there are 613 seeds in a pomegranate. It's not true. But it relates to the number of laws they say are in God's word, 613. That's the trick. So anyway, you have symbols all through here. Things related to Judaism and to the Bible.
I'm gonna have to open a pomegranate and count the seeds.
Yeah,
See if
count the
there's some
seeds, how
truth
many
to
there
that.
are. Yeah. So, okay.